CZW Exposed. This is Ed O'Mac backstage with Sexy Eddie and Spider Nate Webb. They called the win last month, and I guess, as Ruckus would say, the Blackout got served tonight. What do you think?
First off, I want to thank my friend for being there, for watching my back. You know, Blackout comes out with so many numbers, there's so many members.
And they're so black.
But things are breaking down. You see, because I still got friends. I had someone who came out. He was in the tournament, best of the best, and he was man enough to say, you know what? I'm going to kick some ass for you. I'm going to help you out. I know you need my help. I went through a rough match, but you know what? I'm going to be there for you.
It's all about you, baby. It's all about you. You're the Sex Express, baby. And what are we going to do tonight? What do we got? What's that around your belt?
Well, this isn't a belt. This is a caution sign. It's a warning for all the pussy that we're gonna be popping tonight. Yeah,
Dude!
Oh, we're definitely gonna rock out with our cock out.
You don't even understand. Hang out with our wang out?
You know what I'm talking.
Stick out with our dick out?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Ruckus. Next month, one-on-one. Nate's not gonna be there. Blackout's sure as hell not gonna be there. I want you. You bring that title. You kiss it. Sleep with it, eat with it, do everything you can do with that title for the next month.
But
because
clean it off before you bring it out.
Because next month, you're gonna be losing it to me. It slipped out of your hands. You got a taste of defeat. Now, it's coming back to you. It's gonna come back and haunt you. Because next month, it's gonna be mine. And now, at the rate that Blackout is falling apart, losing members, you might be the only one left by the time the dust settles. Let's go get some pussy!
Yeah!
Ed, you're coming with us. Come
What's
get
up?
some
You want some?
You want
want
some
it?
pussy?
You want it?
Come on.
Big
Get some
party!
pussy.
Big party!
Yeah! Oh, yeah.
We need really some beer.
CZW fans, June 11, 2005, it seems Ruckus championship bubble might just burst. And tonight, something else might burst.
Oh, fuck it. Yeah, right. Like this. Ed. Oh, yeah, one leg. That's right. Let's go get some of that ass. Let's go eat some ass. Let's go fucking get some.
Rip job!
Woo!
CZWWrestling.com is Ed O'Mac here with the Blackout, the CZW Junior Heavyweight Champion Sabian, the CZW World Heavyweight Champion Ruckus, and of course, Primo Robbie Marino. Now, Robbie, first off, I just got to say, we got a rule here on Exposed. There's no smoking.
Yeah, well, I got a rule too, Ed O'Mac. It's called, my rule is I don't want to be interviewed by fucking faggots. That shit makes me nervous. That's my rule. But it looks like we're going to have to compromise a little bit. And speaking of compromise, let's talk about the integrity of the CZW Championship Committee that was compromised when they decided to give a title shot against my man, the Tryphosaurus Rex, Ruckus, to Sexy Eddie, to the male stripper, to the G-string stuffer. Well, I'm the mother molester, bitch, and you just got yourself into a lot of trouble.
You know what? Sexy Eddie, you come up here from Canada thinking you're gonna come in my house and run shit? No, I run this bitch up in here, and I'm the World Heavyweight Champion. So you know what? Next month, Sexy Eddie, I'm not gonna break this motherfucker's neck. I'm gonna come in there, I should bring a gun to the show.
Bring a fucking knife, cut his fucking dick off.
And a busload of bitches.
You know what? Better yet, I'm just gonna bring a whole big ass bag of weed. But when I'm done whooping your ass, I'm gonna have to get blazed on another planet. I'm gonna have to get my mind on another level. Because you know what?
You're gonna have to deal with your guilt and shit. Obviously, your life might even go downhill, I won't lie. Because you're gonna have so much guilt, and you're gonna feel so bad. And then you're gonna be like, nah, fuck it. It's better. Now, Sabian, things were looking good for you tonight. I mean, you caught an L. I'll give you that. But, see, I can forgive you for catching an L. You did. Your neck is killing you, but guess what? I got a busload of bitches. I got a busload of white bitches. And they all got fat asses.
And titties?
Big old titties.
Big old titties! CZWWrestling.com. This is Ed O'Mac here at Best of the Best, and one of the best right here, Eddie Kingston. well, hasn't quite been the best lately from what I've been hearing from the Blackout. King, you heard Moreno, the Blackout have been saying, you might be the weak link. What do you got to say?
The weak link, huh? The weak link. Let me give you people a little history lesson here. I started my career in 2002. Started for Chikara Pro. Moved my way, worked my way. I didn't suck on nobody. I didn't kiss nobody's ass. I worked my way to IWA Mid-South. Then worked my way to probably the best promotion in the Northeast, CZW. Robbie Marino says that he took me out of nowhere and made me who I am today. He does not know what I have been through for this great sport. He does not understand the sacrifices I have made. My aunt passed away Friday night. And instead of being in Florida with my family grieving, I decided to come the best of the best because this is professional wrestling. This is my heart. This is what I live for. This is what I die for. I am this. And you call me the weakest link. I am far from the weakest link. Ever since I was a kid, this is all I wanted to do. And I bust my ass more than anybody else in that back. I defy anyone to come and test me, to come and test my gangster and say I am the weakest link. You keep on running your mouth, Robbie. You keep on running your mouth, Ruckus. Sabian, I thought we were tight, but if you keep on running your mouth, I will have no problem taking you out either. Weakest link my ass. I sacrificed for this sport. I am wrestling. Enough.
Here at Best of the Best, tempers fueled. I think the Blackout's ready to explode. CZWWrestling.com fans, please excuse me. I'm a little nervous right now. Outside the arena with Toby Klein. Jesus. Toby, we saw what the Hate Club did tonight to DJ Hyde. Another one gets put through a table, and they called you out, and they, quite frankly, called the Necro Butcher out. What do you have to say?
You want to tease in March, lighting on fire the great Necro Butcher? You want to tease setting on fire Mr. Insanity, Toby Klein? Well, next time, we're going to open up your skulls like 4th of July fireworks. I'm gonna splay and flay one of you like a side of beef, and Necro's gonna smash the other one's skull like a rotted pumpkin. And the dew might get squashed worse than both of them if he's getting involved.
Let's get out of here. CZW Exposed. This is Ed O'Mac here with the anomaly of CZW, Niles Young. That's right. Now, Niles, you interrupted Derek Frazier's segment last month. You told him he wasn't worthy of Best of the Best.
That's right.
He was eliminated in the first round.
Right.
Was Niles Young correct?
I was absolutely correct. Derek Frazier made it to Best of the Best, only to fail in the first round, just as I predicted. I mean, why was he even there in the first place? He's a piece of shit. He can't wrestle. I mean, I kicked his ass how many times now? And like, you know, I don't know what else to say, man. I don't even know.
Well, Niles, what will you be doing to make an impact here in CZW? I mean, we've got some of the top junior heavyweights around. Is there anyone in particular you might be looking out for? How about Sabian?
Sabian. Well, it seems like every time I get in the ring with Sabian, I'm like sore for like 5 days to a week, so I'm not trying to do that anymore. I have to make an impact here, obviously, to make an impression, because nobody's fucking taking me seriously anymore. I could go after the heavyweight champion Ruckus, but me and him are kind of tight. I mean, we're always blazing in the parking lot. We don't need to be... I have no beef with him. I'm not going after him. There's the tag team champions, Justice Payne and Nick Gage, who, if I was to go after them, I would be a fucking idiot. So forget about it. Flatline that shit. The Iron Man champion... Frankie the Mobster, right? That's his name, Frankie the Mobster. Forget about it. He'll kick my ass. I'm not going to lie. He'll kick my ass. Who else is there? Is there any other champions in this company? No? No?
Well, if you're looking at junior heavyweights, there is the guy out of Canada. We all love him. He's pretty funny. He does the punch in the ass. How about Beef Wellington?
Beef Wellington. You're serious?
Well, yeah, he's really popular. He hits you in the ass.
Beef Wellington. What a fucking piece of shit. All right. bottom line, you suck. You can't wrestle. You do an ass punch. You do an eye poke. You fucking suck. I have to make an example of somebody for everyone to take me seriously. I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. Beef Wellington, you suck. You're a piece of shit. You do an ass punch. That's it. Forget about it. I'm gonna kick his ass next month. Is that what I have to do?
Calling out Beef Wellington for next month.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He looks like Eminem. He stinks. Forget it. He comes out the New Kids on the Block, for Christ's sake. You're dead, Beef Wellington. I guess that's all I have to do anymore. Is just beat the shit out of a piece of shit like you. You look like you belong in the Backstreet Boys. Is that it? Is that what you want me to do, Ed O'Mac? Is that what you want me to do?
I guess that's it. Beef Wellington.
Will that get me?
Young next month.
Sabian, June 11th. You know, it's actually kind of funny. Tonight, you said that you didn't want the title to be on the line. I was cool with that. I wasn't ready for that. But you know what? June 11th, I think I want me that title shot now. You just got pinned 1, 2, 3. And I guarantee you, on June 11th, your face will be broken.
CZWWrestling.com is Ed O'Mac back with Pure Impact Derek Frazier. Here's the best of the best five. Now, Derek, you may have lost the match to Claudio Castagnoli, but a lot of people are talking about you out there. Lost the match, but won the fans. What do you have to say?
You know something, best of the best makes or break you. Even though I lost, I think it made me tonight win over the fans to show what them people all know. I am a best of the best champion. Even though I had to wrestle a 7-foot guy, shouldn't even be in best of the best, but they changed the rules this year. No weight limit, but you know something? As long as I have the fans behind me, next month I'm unstoppable.
Now,
How you doing, Ed? Mun?
excuse me.
Thank you. Derek, I know we've had some issues in the past. After the American Idol, Cage of Death 6, at the charity show, I know you don't like me too much, but I've got to say, I was impressed. I want to give you a reward for this. Title match. You and Frankie the Mobster, Iron Man title. What do you say?
Why should I trust you? What you did to me back in April 12th when I won the world title at the NBA, then you're going to make me wrestle another match and get counted out because Sabian interrupted? You know something? I'll have to think about this because I might not do it because I don't trust one bit of piece of you.
You don't have to trust me. I'm keeping my composure here. The reason why I'm so hard on you is because I see talent in you. Just like I saw talent in the Blackout. I see something in you, Derek. Now, if you don't want to take the match, that's up to you. But the contract's in my office. Frankie signed already. It's up to you.
CZWWrestling.com. This is Ed O'Mac outside once again with my favorite Joe.
Once again, it's South Philadelphia, ass kicking. We take no names. Once again, another month, still the CZW World Tag Team Champions. Nick Gage, Justice Payne, we ain't going anywhere. I'm tired of saying that. God damn it, it's about time you people recognize it. Toby Kine, Toby Klein, DJ Hyde. Are you kidding me? What a joke. And now Toby Klein next month? He said,
I feel like I'm showing up for a wrestling show. I walk in the place, it's a comedy act. That's where I feel about CZW right now, a comedy act.
we show up. Toby Klein. Toby Klein. Jesus Christ. Toby Klein. They say you're wrestling Toby Klein. What about the Briscoes? Remember that? What about all them other great tag teams? Now that we got the titles, now we're finally together and not beating the shit out of each other with chairs. We're doing it to other people. We want real talent. And now, next month, Necro Butcher's going to be back in town. Well, guess what? Fuck you. Bring it on. You're nuts. You're from the South. You're crazy. It don't get no crazier than us.
You seriously think we're scared of you, Necro? Honestly.
Look, just because we don't have long, straggly hair and missing every other tooth doesn't mean that we can't get the job done out of the ring, out the street, wherever it takes.
We get the job done.
That's it.
Point blank, we get the job done. That's it. We get the job done. We walk away with them titles. You know what? I'm going to go on camera. I'm going to go on record. We're the best fucking tag team right now in the United States. How about that? If you got something to say about that, come after it. 856-227-1833. My phone number. Give me a call if you think you're better than us. How about that? Fucking pussies.
You're watching us right now on that little tiny computer screen, sitting back in your chair saying, I can take them guys with Combat Zone.
You know what else they're doing?
They can't.
They're looking on the other screen, spanking their monkey, looking at the other websites. And then they switch over to us and start talking shit. Oh, they're done. They suck. They're sloppy. Nick Gage is finished. Bullshit! Seriously, I'm tired of that shit. I don't give a fuck. Like I said last month, go get anyone to face us. Anyone. How about go get the Dudley Boys? Call WWE up. Yo, Dudley Boys, Gage of Pain want to face you. I don't care. The whole point is we don't care who we face.
You're going to have to get a little more realistic. Come down,
Realistic.
No, I'm sure we could take them.
We damn right we could.
I know we could take them, but come on. Any independent tag team out there. You know what? You know what? This is good. No, this is great because this is going to get all over the place. We're going to start showing up at independent shows. Everybody's going to think, oh, it's part of the plan. It's part of the book. Bullshit. We're going to show up independents and say, basically, we're just going to say, so what's the deal? You guys want to work? You guys want to fight? I mean, you know, we're Combat Zone Wrestling guys. We ain't got much talent. I'm sure you could take us.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, you get that.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Okay? We'll come to you. We've been calling you out month in, month out. No one particular, just some talent.
This ain't no bullshit for some promo. This is dead serious. Do you look like we're kidding around? We are calling you out. O-U-T. Out. Bring it.
See, that's the thing. We got a reputation around here. Oh, they're stiff. They're bad guys. Bullshit. It's because we are the legit toughest guys in this locker room. I've been it since I've been world champion. Everybody says, oh, he's stiff. Stiff in Combat Zone Wrestling? Are you kidding me? Oh, he dumps people on their head. Well, what's the difference between me dumping them on their head because they're challenging for titles or dumping them on their head on 200 light bulbs? That's okay. But just since I do it, it's just as pain doing it.
I'll take care of that shit. I'll take care
Well,
of
whatever.
that bullshit.
Like I said, you know where we're at. We're getting sick of it. Okay? One more month. If not, we're coming to you. And I'm going to start picking apart this locker room. I don't care if, take care of these guys, you know? They're in here once a month. You know, we're flying. Bullshit, we'll be picking you up at the airport, and we'll take you out before you get here. Okay? We're going to let somebody...
Some generosity before we fuck you up. That's how much of a team we are. That's how fucking awesome we are. We'll take you out, buy you lunch, bring you to the arena in his BMW.
That's right.
Whoop your ass, get the 3 count. As a matter of fact, we'll take you out for beers after that. Just come and face us. That's it.
Getting back to the night, okay? I was about to light somebody's ass on fire.
Come on, dude.
I tried.
Try not to cut it.
Should we apologize for that chair shot that we gave you? Should we apologize? Did you deserve it? Did you deserve it?
Yes.
Well, everybody else in CZW deserves what they get from this point on from us. The Hate Club, whatever. Justice Payne and Nick Gage.
Good, dude, say something.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Put the microphone down. Let's get at it.
CZWWrestling.com. This is Ed O'Mac outside of the arena. Primo Robbie Marino. No blunts, no 40s, no women. We got a rough night tonight.
Yeah, I now went straight edge.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just fucking with you. I'm just having a bad night, dog. So you seen what happened tonight. The people seen what happened tonight.
Sabian went down. Ruckus.
I'm not upset about Sabian. I'm not even upset about Ruckus getting pinned. You see, when you constantly win matches, it's okay to take an L every once in a while. But Eddie Kingston, he ain't winning matches. So he's done. He's finished. History. You know what? He reminds me of a girl I used to mess with back in the day. She fucked me, and now I'm stuck with her for at least another 18 years. Eddie fucked me, and now he's stuck with the black ass trying to ruin the rest of his life. But there's a difference. We can nip this in the bud right now. You see, I can't hit that crazy bitch in the stomach with a brick. I can't throw her down a flight of stairs. I can't suffocate her with a pillow. I'll go to jail for all that. I already got 2 offenses. But Eddie Kingston, I could do all that shit to him. We could do all that shit to him, and then we could do it again. But you know what? We're going to find somebody else to do it. Yo, there's Hero. There's Chris Hero. Watch it. Watch this. Watch this. Yo, Hero! Yo, what's up, man? We're doing this little thing.
Well, if it isn't my main dog, Robbie Marino, what's crackalating?
What's cracking?
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah.
So what's up?
Well, you know what? Ed O'Mac, I think you know Ed O'Mac. We were just discussing the Eddie Kingston situation. Now, true or false, to the best of your knowledge, you trained Eddie Kingston, right?
That is correct. That is true. True would be the correct answer.
So you would know his strength. You would know his weaknesses, basically.
I have beaten Eddie Kingston's ass on many occasions.
Now, let's say on a certain another occasion, like next time we're at the CZW arena, would you like to beat his ass again?
You know, that sounds enticing. And you know, you and me, I think we make a nice little duo here, you know? Do you know what they call me on the streets? They call me the Mac Daddy of the cravat. That's for real. That's for real. Word up. So basically what I'm saying is anytime that I can get Eddie Kingston and crack his skull in a little bit, you know, knock him down. No, a lot. Crack his skull in a lot. I am down for that. My nizzle.
Wow. Okay, Hero. Well, you know what? I think we got ourselves a little deal. Yeah, the
sprinkle.
The sprinkle.
Yeah.
Would you care for a smoke? Would you like to smoke?
No, cigarettes will kill you, man.
I ain't talking about cigarettes, Chris Hero.
I'm confused. See you next month, Robbie.
Yeah, what that dumb motherfucker don't realize is he was up for a title shot. 2 problems solved, baby. Always bet on black.
CZWWrestling.com. This is Ed O'Mac here with Spider Nate Webb. Now, Nate, you had a pretty impressive performance tonight at Best of the Best 5. Well, there's something else I actually want to talk to you about now that we're...
Impressive performance.
Oh, you guys...
I lost.
You danced, though.
2 years in a row I've lost. And last year, I lost in the first round, and then I lost in the 4-way at the end of the night. So I'm the only one that got pinned out of the people that lost. So technically, last year, I was the worst of the best of the best. And now I don't know. What if something happens tonight and just I become the worst of the best again?
Well, I must say it would be terrible for you. Things were going better earlier in the year. I guess maybe your whole losing streak, if you want to call it, started with the tag team title situation. I mean, there you were. You, Chris Cash, Sexy Eddie, and you know who I'm talking about, J.C. Bailey.
J.C. Baba Bailey. He looks like Giant Baba, a miniature scaled-down version of him, with that loppy head. He's just lanky. He doesn't look right. That kid ain't right in the head. Well, he cost us the tag team titles. Everything was going good. We had the team of 4. We had me, Sexy Eddie, Chris Cash, and J.C. from the beginning. I don't know if you remember the ladder match from last year we had. I didn't really trust him then either. And now he's going to come back and turn on us, costing us the belts. I got something for J.C. Bailey next month. You remember J.C. It's been a year since our Texas Death Match and another promotion that I won't mention right now. It's been over a year. So I can't wait to get you in the ring 1-on-1. I'll beat your ass like I did over a year ago.
Coming in June, Spider Nate Webb and J.C. Bailey.
Hey, you going to the Star Wars movie next month?
Oh, yeah, dude. I already got advanced tickets, man. Like, being all my friends. I hope there's some girls there.
Fucking
That'd
fresh
be so awesome.
lightsabers.
Good evening, CZW
CZW fans. There comes a time in your career where you face decisions. And I've been pondering a decision that's a little hard for me. Sabian, the junior heavyweight champion, who should he face June 11th? Now, on the one hand, Lightning Mike Quackenbush has never received a rematch. On the other hand, B-Boy has pinned him at Best of the Best. Now, this is very hard for me, especially considering the relationship I used to have with the Blackout. But, being fair, there's only one decision I can come to. Lightning Mike Quackenbush deserves a rematch, but pinning Sabian makes you the #1 contender. We put the two together, June 11th, Sabian, Lightning Mike Quackenbush, B-Boy, 3-way dance.
Hi, Beef Wellington here, in this beautiful scenic backdrop, just to let you CZW fans know that I'm making my return to the Combat Zone on June 11th, and I'm ready for my world title match against Ruckus. What? Why not? You could have fucking told me I'm not fighting Ruckus. What? Listen, I dropped cleanly to Frankie the Mobster in my last CZW match, and I think that merits a world title shot, no? So who am I fighting? Niles Young. I guess that's just as good. There was a 4-way once, and then we wrestled that time. And Niles Young, me and you, I'm gonna say it's for the world title anyways. I hope you're ready, because I am the future CZW invented heavyweight champion. Are we done? Just tell me when we're done.
I think we're done.
Are you sure? I can hold this pose for as long as you want.
It looks good though.
I'm starting to shake.
Yo, man, I just fucking found out, thanks to fucking Maven Bentley, some fucking commissioner you are. I thought we was boys and shit. You supposed to be my fucking lawyer, now this. I gotta defend the title in a fucking 3-way with B-Boy and Quackenbush. I already beat Quack. I don't see why the fuck I gotta wrestle him. And B-Boy, you know what I'm saying? You beat me at Best of the Best, but the title wasn't on the line. You ain't shit anyway. So, I mean, I'm pretty much not fucking happy right now. But the same thing's gonna happen June 11th that happens all the time. Sabian is gonna fucking rise to the occasion, win the match, keep my belt. And not only that, Quack, B-Boy, I have my back braced so I can do what I do best. And that's carry pieces of crap, pieces of shit like y'all two to good matches. I see y'all two pussies on June 11th. Oh.
CZWWrestling.com, this is Ed O'Mac backstage with Brandon Tomaselli. Now, Brandon, didn't fare so hot in the first round. It was an exciting match. However, you were eliminated. You won Trifecta 3. Didn't fare so well tonight. What do you got to say?
You know, I did win Trifecta 3. It was my first time here at CZW. Tonight, second time, I lost to Chris Hero.
Hey.
Excuse us.
Hey,
No,
this is my interview time right now, Claudio.
You lost in the first round, right? I'm Double C. I'm Claudio Castagnoli. I went to the second round. So
And
if
you
somebody
lost the
has
second
something-
round, Claudio.
You know what? Nobody cares what you say because all you people tonight, you turn your back on me. I was out here all the time. I'm from Europe. I'm better than each and every one of you. You know why? Because I was born with this privilege to be not from America. You hear me? You hear what I'm saying? You turn your backs on me. There's no more funny business from now on. Oh, he's so funny. Oh, he's Hero Psychic. You know what? I'm not. I was gonna win Best of the Best, and then that Quackenbush. You know what? I don't need somebody to hold my mic, and I don't need you in the background. You lost in the first round, right? So
You
why
lost
don't
in the
you?
second
You know
round,
what?
Claudio.
Don't push me around. You know what? Don't push me around. You come up here, and this is my town. You understand me? I'm from Europe. I'm from Europe. Yes, this is my privilege. Whenever I step my magic European foot on, it's mine because I'm European and I'm better than each and every one of you. You know what? I'm better than you by that far, even more. I'm not just like that. I'm Swiss and I'm better than you. I don't
Give me this right now. You know what, Claudio? The next show, June 11th. June 11th, me and you, Claudio, I'm gonna knock you out, and we'll see what the real joke is. All right?
Don't push me.
What, Claudio?
What? There's no more funniness. I'll take care of you so bad you can't even walk. Okay, you know what? You cannot even walk. You know what I'm saying? Get up, guys! Come on!
You caught me basically right off the fly. I was walking out, getting ready to fix my hair. Actually, I did. Nonetheless, I was about to fix them again because I don't think they look as good as they should. And I needed to address something. As of what you said, basically, I needed to address the fact that I'm going to wrestle. What's his name again?
Derek Frazier.
What?
Derek Frazier.
Derek Frazier! Of course, how could I forget about that guy? He's been to so many places, has worked so many matches, has so many years of experience. Nobody fucking knows who Derek Frazier is. I'm sure not even his mother recognizes him when he comes back home. Well, since it's Philly, anybody that comes back to your house, comes in, walks in, you call the police. You don't take a chance, even if it's your son. You don't want to have a fucking deal with some fucking Philadelphia maniac. Come to think of it, I believe you talked to me about Derek Frazier, have you, Mr. Cameraman?
Yes.
Yes, you did. You did. You're a great cameraman. Very charismatic. Oh, yes. Derek Frazier, hasn't he had like a really, really, really great match with Adam Flash as well?
Just like yours.
Yeah, Adam Flash is the money man. It is the guy you need to invest your money in because he's the man that draws. He's the man that puts CZW on the map. He is just quite simply the man. So, Derek Frazier, you and I, we share a bond. We've had tremendous matches with Adam Flash. And we'll go on to hope to, not to hope, but to have, I hope, I forgot 3 words in there. A wonderful match, you and I, at, what's the name of the show, Mr. Cameraman?
Violent by Design.
Violent by Design. That basically just sounds like a cheap clothesline. We're going to have a wonderful match. With that said, I want to establish a friend of mine as a future member of the CZW roster. Please come down.
How you doing, Frankie Bunny? What's up?
You know him?
All right.
Do you know him?
Yes, everybody knows me.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. With that done, we're having a lot of fun. This was Shane Matthews, one of the best tag team workers in Quebec from 2.0. Jagged couldn't be here. He's having sex with Vedis Craven. So, with that said, I think the match has been promoted fairly well. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to draw a lot of money. People are going to come to realize that Derek Frazier is utterly, absolutely, completely, pathetically boring, and he has a body the likes of a fucking what? A squirrel. A squirrel. No, actually, squirrels are nice and fun to look at. He's built like Shane Matthews. Hurry the fuck up, man. You're going to fucking kill time. How would you rate Derek Frazier's body?
I think he 10.2.
Get the fuck out of here. So basically, Derek Frazier is a nobody. He's a nobody. He's a weak link. He's a piece of shit. He's a waste of cum. He's a waste of his mother's pussy occupation time. I wouldn't know because I've been there and it's dirty. And basically, Derek Frazier, I'm out of words. I'm out of fucking things to say. You're boring the fuck out of me. I'm just gonna walk out of here. I'm gonna have an iced tea or two because I don't drink alcohol. It's bad for you. Well, my buddy Matthews are gonna try to find Jagged, and I'll see you there at Violent by Clothesline or whatever. This is pointless. You are pointless, and the guy holding the camera, I have a surprise for you. You're just about to get tapped in the ball.
The time has finally come. June 11th, Violent by Design. Ruckus, it's gonna be you and me for the title. But I did something else that I'm gonna let you in on, that I'm gonna let the world in on. I went up to John Zandig. I asked him, is there any way we can keep Blackout out of the ring, out of the arena, so they don't cost me the title? Bounced a couple ideas. I said, can we ban them from the ring? He one-upped me. He said, better yet, Eddie, you want Ruckus one-on-one? There's only one way to do it. CZW style, and that's gonna be in a steel cage. That's right, Ruckus. You're gonna be defending your belt against me in a steel cage match. No Blackout. No one to help you. No Sabian Junior Heavyweight Champion. Not gonna have Primo Robbie Marino sucking your balls. Nah. You and me, one-on-one, June 11th. I hope you get ready. It's gonna be one of the shortest title reigns that you'll ever have. The belt is going around my waist. not so long from now, and I'm gonna be CZW World Heavyweight Champion. Get ready for some 5 pounds of cock meat. Rock out with your cock out.
Well, King, we are looking at one of the graduates from the CZW Wrestling Academy, a young man that made his debut back at Divide and Conquer back in March of 2003, but it wasn't until October of 2003 when he had his first singles match. So this is a long time in the making. This
long
young man's
time
career.
coming. Niles Young been very impressive. Kind of upset that he wasn't in the best of the best this year.
Yeah.
Talking to him a little bit. And here comes Beef Wellington, Mr. Ass Punch.
Yes. And a little history between these two, King, and that Beef Wellington actually defeated Niles as part of a three-way matchup back at Liberated only a few months ago.
Yes.
And that's stuck in Niles' craw. He's sick and tired of seeing guys like Beef and a lot of the new guys like Brandon Tomaselli walk in the door and get a spot in Best of the Best.
Right off the bat, yep.
Been working his ass off for 3 years.
And getting nothing. I talked to him about it. I talked to him and I talked to Beef about, let's get it on. There goes Tope.
Well, they're not going to waste any time at all, and that's what you have to do sometimes. I'm sure you can expand on this.
Oh,
Sometimes
yeah.
you got to take the bull by the horns.
And you got to go with it. Right there, that caught Beef off guard. And Niles Young right off the bat, right on top of Beef.
And Beef Wellington overall 1 and 2 in competition here at Combat Zone Wrestling.
I love it when you do that.
You like
the records? I like it.
Well, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Winning and losing.
That's right, going to the pay window.
And speaking of the pay window, he recently had an opportunity at the pay window against Frankie the Mobster in an Iron Man title match. He lost this, so this match may be more crucial to his win-loss career than actually Niles Young.
That's right, it's true. This is not, like you said, Niles' first singles match in a long time. Hard punch by Beef there.
And we saw Niles Young when he first came into CZW. He did a lot of the tag, which I'm sure you remember when you first broke into the business. You had to do a lot of the tag matches and get your experience that way. Oh, wait a minute. He was going for that E. coli. Could he get a double leg takedown?
What was he going for here? Looks like a Boston Crab. Elevated Boston Crab. Got him dead in the center of the ring. Wait, what is he doing here? Oh! Right on the hamstrings there, Gargiulo.
Now, King, would you chalk that up to inexperience by him not sitting back and cinching in and keeping in submission because he had him right in the center of the ring?
Well, like, he could go with that, but he also he decided to go with the hamstrings. There's a dumb move right there. But he decided to go with the hamstrings. If he doesn't follow up with the hamstrings, then we can say, yeah, it was a dumb move for him not to cinch back on it.
And talk about, King, talk about the pressures of being in an opening match, especially on a card main evented by a match we'll talk a lot about throughout the evening.
Yeah.
The steel cage match for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, I'm going to keep my eye on that match. But anyway, the bottom line is, no matter what match, first, second, third, main event, you want to have a good showing. Because in CZW, like you said, guys are coming in, guys are going out. And you want to leave a mark so you can have somewhere to come to next month.
Absolutely, such a pivotal time here. You've been here now for, what has it been, about a year or so?
About a year. Trifecta, I debuted with the blackout.
And look at this, Beef Wellington with a t-shirt on. Maybe not the smartest move coming into a match with a t-shirt.
Wait a minute, but look at this. He has him hooked here. Powerbomb. Oh, right into the corner.
How can he do that with his t-shirt on? He's like Sexy Eddie at the cage of death with that trash can.
Oh, he went to the wrong place.
And Niles Young now going up top.
Frog splash. That's it. 2.
And that was picture perfect right there. And
definitely was.
What do you think the difference was there in getting a 2 count and a 3 count?
I just think Beef has enough heart to get out of that. I think it's going to take a lot more. You know what I mean? You have to have some kind of heart to be in CZW, bottom line about it. Whether the fans love you or hate you, and he's throwing in the chairs.
And the thing about Beef, the thing about wrestling Beef, is you have to watch out for that ass punch.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing about the ass punch is, quite frankly, I think that's more a humiliating move than it actually is a painful move, because nobody wants to walk home tonight, look at their wife or their girlfriend or both, and look at them and say, I just got ass punched tonight.
You're right.
Honey, I got a headache.
Yeah, you're definitely right. Wow, he nailed Beef with that one.
I don't know if that was intentional or unintentional.
Well, either way, it worked.
That's true. And Niles Young, obviously a student of the CZW Wrestling Academy, going straight to the chairs.
Oh, wait, he caught it. I'll go for that Yakuza kick. Shot to the back.
And Niles Young was very upset, from what I understand. You were talking a little bit about it before. He was very upset, in particular with Derek Frazier, saying, why did Derek Frazier get the spot at Best of the Best and not him?
Reversal. I tell you right now, I'm a fan of Derek Frazier. I'm also a fan of Niles Young. To me, both men deserve to be in it. But there was only one spot.
Dropped on like a hot shot, like a stun gun, a hot shot, right on top of that chair.
Beef should be it. You better get on him.
Absolutely, but I think he's too close to the ropes.
Oh, but Beef still got out, though.
Absolutely.
He was too close to the ropes. You're right, Gargiulo.
Absolutely, and again, the opening match here tonight, and what a contest this is. Niles Young, a graduate. And Niles Young, again, we talked about it earlier, really trying to take the bull by the horn. He's sick and tired. Could you imagine you're Niles Young, you graduated from the CZW Wrestling School, and you watch these guys time after time after time come in and take spots that you think are yours.
I totally understand that feeling. But he has to watch out here. He has to get that out of his head and watch out. What is he going for? Oh!
That was interesting. What kind of a move? It sounds like a jawbreaker, kind of like a reverse ace crusher.
Right into the lung blower, I think some people call it. Got him up. Oh!
He likes to call that the two guys, a girl, and a pizzaplex.
That was an all right show.
Yes, well, that's what he said.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Both men are down here.
Absolutely. Referee Brian Logan trying to count here. We've never seen a match end on a count out like this, but you know what? Anything can happen in professional wrestling, especially when there's chairs involved.
You're right. I've seen a lot of weird things in professional wrestling, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Over the years, so.
Oh, absolutely. I can imagine. Now, right now, I mean, put us in their mindset right now. If you're Niles Young, what do you really need to do at this point to end this match and get out of here with a win?
You need to hit that Yakuza kick.
Yeah.
That's been Niles Young's bread and butter for a while right now. And he got a duck the Polish hammer. There you go. Beef has to go for that ass punch or that suplex.
And there's another one of those two guys, a girl, and a pizzaplex.
You better get on him, man. Horrible cover. Horrible cover by Beef.
You better stop worrying about television shows and worry about a strategy on how to beat Niles Young.
You got to get on him, man. He can't get frustrated.
And it just goes to show he obviously is taking Niles Young too lightly because he has the experience and the wherewithal to hook the leg, but right now he is taking it too lightly.
Well, he's setting up the chair here.
Beef Wellington with the chair in the middle of the ring.
You be sitting him down on it. Oh!
That's gotta hurt.
That sends shock waves right up your spine.
And I would imagine that would take power away from nailing the Yakuza kick as well.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, man. What is he going for here?
The ass punch, King.
Right through. Wait a minute. Wow, wait a minute.
Tornado DDT.
And both men are down. Niles Young showing his heart.
What a counter. And that obviously he was fueled with aggression from the humiliation of getting ass punched. And right there, that was just pure adrenaline, I would have to think.
Oh,
King.
without a doubt. But a smart move nonetheless. Both men are feeling it right now, Gargiulo.
I thought right there he was going to go for that Yakuza kick.
He has to go for it. That's, in my opinion, that's what he has to go for to end this now. Whoa!
And you know what, King? We've seen a lot of DDTs in this match early on, and you know the neck can only take so much punishment.
Until something happens to the vertebrae.
Yeah, I mean, right now they are taking big risk here, and I would have to say absorbing a lot of punishment right to the neck and the spine
like
area.
Like you said, it's the first match of the big show tonight, and they have something to prove. Niles Young does, and Beef, those two's been on a losing streak, like you said. So it looks like they're going balls to the wall.
Yeah, absolutely, and Beef can get up to 500 with a win here tonight. Maybe get another title shot at Frankie the Mobster. Maybe get a junior heavyweight title shot if he so desires, but this is very important to him.
For that eco-lock.
Oh, he sure is.
Trying to get him up here. Not happening. Oh! That was a little low, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. He went downtown.
Yakuza kick. There it is!
Yakuza kick!
Get on him. He has to get on him. He's wasting too much time.
Oh, absolutely. Why? Why would he be throwing the chairs around right now and not going for a cover?
What is he doing here? Stomps him right to the back.
I don't understand this at all, King.
Unless he's going to pull something. Wait a minute. What is he going for here?
I don't understand what kind of a strategy this could be. Oh, King, he's wasting way too much time.
Way too much time. Oh!
Right on top of that head.
Nailed it. 1, 2, and 3. Wow, big win.
What a win.
Wow, what a move, Gargiulo.
You know what, King? It's a new year. It's a new time. It's a new era. Everybody's spot, quite frankly, is a jeopardy in this company. What a great time for Niles Young to get a win.
I tell you right now, I was a little worried. He hit the Yakuza kick.
Yeah.
He was going for the cover. But tell you right now, he pulled. What a beautiful move. He's still going at it. I kind of like this side of Niles.
Yeah, quite aggressive. Well, quite more aggressive than we're used to seeing.
That's what you need to be. You need to be aggressive in this sport.
Here comes Claudio Castagnoli, and as of late, he's developed a little bit of a rivalry with Chris Hero. Everything's been copacetic up until recently when Claudio Castagnoli started winning matches. Chris Hero has developed quite a bit of an attitude about it. Claudio Castagnoli then started picking on Brandon Tomaselli. Chris Hero eliminated Brandon Tomaselli in round 1 of last month's Best of the Best, and Claudio Castagnoli got in Brandon's face about that on a recent edition of Exposed. And not only has he said he could also beat Brandon Tomaselli, but he has said he could beat him quicker than Chris Hero. Well, we will have to see about that, because coming up momentarily, Brandon Tomaselli will have his say in this matter. Brandon Tomaselli, he is this year's winner of the Trifecta Elimination Tournament. He earned himself a spot in Best of the Best with that win. Overall 2-1 in Combat Zone Wrestling. I'm sure King will be very happy about hearing that. He is overall 2-1, making his Combat Zone Wrestling debut at the Trifecta Challenge 3. Of course, Tomaselli has had quite a bit of success of his own in IWA Mid-South, competing in both the heavyweight and the light heavyweight divisions. And Claudio Castagnoli, we all know all about Claudio Castagnoli. Claudio, overall 2-1 here in Combat Zone Wrestling. Made his debut here in a tag team match back at a Night of Infamy in November last year, when he came out as the partner of Blackjack Marciano. Came out of nowhere, has been very successful for the WXW organization over in Germany. Recently won the Chikara World Grand Prix Tag Team Tournament as well, so he has been on a roll as of late, including a huge win here in Combat Zone Wrestling just a couple of months ago over former junior heavyweight champion Sanjay Dutt. Brandon Tomaselli now going to work on the arm, and that's what he's going to have to do to defeat Castagnoli, because he's got to keep him off of his feet. Castagnoli obviously has the size advantage, the float over there by Castagnoli. Obviously, Claudio Castagnoli has the size advantage. Obviously, he has the power advantage, but Brandon Tomaselli is so quick and so agile and so young. He brings so much to the table that he has all he needs to get the job done tonight against Claudio Castagnoli. Castagnoli with that single leg takedown into a side headlock. And this is a dangerous maneuver, because right now he could maneuver his forearm into a choke. They could choke out Tomaselli, but Tomaselli instead goes to a leg scissor. And Tomaselli as well, let's call it like we see it, Tomaselli as well could position himself into a choke. Right now we're in June. This arena has to be about 110 degrees, and I bring that up because Claudio Castagnoli right now in street clothes, and that might not be the smartest thing to do right now. That might not be the smartest attire that he could have worn under the hot lights. It's got to be over 100 degrees right now in the center of the ring, and that could play a factor if this match goes to distance. Brandon Tomaselli looking to turn this into a cover, which is a very smart move. Beat him early. And he has kind of like a half Nelson hook there as well. Looked like he was going for a side suplex there. And Claudio turns that into an arm twist. Claudio, look at the size advantage. Look at the way that he has that arm torqued. What an uppercut! Knock his teeth out. He is so dangerous, this Castagnoli. Oh, look at the forearm shots out of Tomaselli. Tomaselli with a deep arm drag. Tomaselli with a second deep arm drag. Japanese arm drag out of Tomaselli. And you're not going to intimidate Tomaselli. Castagnoli went to the uppercut. Thought he had stunned and dazed Tomaselli, but Tomaselli instead took matters into his own hands and decided that he would throw down with Castagnoli. Castagnoli thought better of it. What a mule kick. Castagnoli with the baseball slide, taking a page right out of Chris Hero's book right there. Castagnoli hits the ropes. What a tope! What a tope! And a Castagnoli. A guy that big and a guy that strong should not be able to fly like that. He is an enigma. Slam in the face into the mat. And Castagnoli, that's what makes him so dangerous. He is so arrogant and cocky, studying under Chris Hero, trying to show off with the fancy cravats, that when it comes right down to it, he does have a very deadly aerial game, and he is a very deadly wrestler. But again, as we're seeing now, he likes to resort to the comedy and the entertainment. I mean, that's great if you're going to be a Vegas showgirl, but if you're trying to be a CZW champion, that's not going to cut it. Castagnoli with a big boot to the face, takes Tomaselli right off of his feet. Castagnoli is so deceptively dangerous because on television, on the monitors here, he does not look as big and strong as he really is, because when it comes right down to it, he is a very big man. Over 6 feet tall, over 200 pounds, quite an athlete. Again, overall 2-1 here in Combat Zone Wrestling. His first loss coming at Best of the Best. Big kick to the midsection out of Tomaselli. Tomaselli, what an uppercut again! And Tomaselli, you have to wonder, was he a one-hit wonder? Coming in here and shocking the world at the trifecta? Drops that elbow, does Castagnoli. All 200 plus pounds of that elbow. Coming right into the sternum, knocking the wind right out of Brandon Tomaselli. You're not gonna see any air raid crash out of Tomaselli if he can't breathe. Another one of those uppercuts. Those European uppercuts. Shoots hit Tomaselli. Tomaselli showing the agility right there, going for a Yakuza kick and a miss. Going for a backslide, that could do it. Castagnoli with a reverse. Tomaselli with a sunset flip. He holds on, he could beat him. Got it off. What a clothesline. Tomaselli knocked off of his feet with that clothesline again. Castagnoli is such a big man, but that also the momentum. Castagnoli using Tomaselli's own momentum to take him off of his feet. And again, if you're wondering what happened to Eddie Kingston in the locker room right now, training in deep thought and preparation for his contest that he has coming up shortly with Chris Hero. And what a match that is going to be. That is one that I would pay to see. Castagnoli letting the blood rush right to the head of Tomaselli. Tomaselli has that leg bandaged up. It should be pointed out that Tomaselli did wrestle earlier in the day. This is his second match of the day, as it is Castagnoli's. So these two guys doing double duty. And Castagnoli used the tie, not arguing with Bryce Remsburg. Remsburg's a college student. You're not going to get that past him. Castagnoli now strutting around, conspicuous by his absence is Chris Hero. And you have to wonder how close these two actually are these days. Castagnoli with another one of those uppercuts. And another. And again, wait a minute, Tomaselli nailed that exploder. Bryce Remsburg administering the count right now. And Tomaselli needs this rest period more than anything. Listen to the fans here. The fans have grown a liking to Claudio Castagnoli, but they have really taken to Brandon Tomaselli, especially what he showed us all at the Trifecta Elimination Tournament. Tomaselli, who almost pulled off a big shocker by beating Chris Hero in round 1 last month, unable to do so. Castagnoli on the receiving end of a sky high into the knee. Tomaselli using those knees. Standing shooting star, hooks the leg. No. Castagnoli slides out to break the momentum of Tomaselli. Tomaselli with the Aze moonsault, but it looked like he changed it up a little bit. Named after the Ultimo Dragon. Looked more like a Pele kick. Tomaselli now hooking the leg. Wasn't able to get the job done. I would have to think if he nailed that Pele kick right in the center of the ring and not on the floor, he would have been able to pin Castagnoli. But again, that's all second guessing. Going for a fisherman's suplex, maybe a fisherman's buster. Castagnoli punching the rib cage, the kidney area. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! The cough drop! Not enough. Castagnoli nailing that cough drop. Again, not enough, and Castagnoli looks shocked. And I gotta tell you what, so am I. I thought he nailed it. Castagnoli's such a dangerous, dangerous wrestler. I've already ran down his accomplishments. He's no pushover. Castagnoli going for another cover. That's quite unorthodox. Castagnoli again said to Brandon Tomaselli, not only can I beat you, I can beat you quicker than Chris Hero did. Tilt-a-whirl. Oh, wait a minute, he's going for that Arm & Hammer. The Arm & Hammer. Tomaselli blocks it. Tomaselli with the fisherman's buster, rolls over into the cover, hooks the leg, no. Not enough. And now again, this part of a little rivalry that Chris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli have going on right now. And wait a minute, he's going for the air raid crash. Castagnoli reverses. He's done his homework. A Tilt-a-whirl going back to that Arm & Hammer. The Arm & Hammer! The Arm & Hammer! Not enough. What heart out of Tomaselli. Kicking out of that Arm & Hammer. Both men have given each other what looks like to be their best shots, and yet they both continue. Oh, Castagnoli going for that elbow from the Alps. Tomaselli better roll out of the way, or this match is going to be history. He's yodeling! He's yodeling! I can't believe it! The elbow from the Alps! Maybe if that goof spent less time up there yodeling and working on his offense, the match would be over right now. But instead, Tomaselli will live to see another day. What a goofball. And Castagnoli going back up top. This might not be the wisest move as Tomaselli looks to be on his feet. Tomaselli with that jumping forearm. Castagnoli is crotched. The Pele kick! There it is! The Pele kick! Look at Castagnoli, he's gonna tumble over. Tomaselli, he may be going for an air raid crash off the top rope. No, he went for a fisherman superplex. What effort out of both of these men. A move like that at this point in time might not be wise because that kind of a move will take just as much out of you as it will your opponent. And again, this is a result out of Castagnoli getting in Tomaselli's face after Tomaselli lost to Chris Hero at Best of the Best, and believe me, there is no shame in that. Tomaselli with a sledgehammer to the back, and these guys have to be tired right now. We're talking about 110-degree heat in here. Second match of the day for these two. What an uppercut! And a big forearm out of Tomaselli. Wait a minute, Tomaselli going for a half and half. Tiger suplex! And what a big clothesline right now. These guys are entering 7th Street at this point. I don't know how much longer they can go at this pace. Tomaselli going for a half and half. He nails it! Oh, wait a minute. Castagnoli rolled through. Tomaselli has no idea. Look at how surprised Tomaselli is. Tomaselli with a clothesline. Almost like a roaring uppercut. Hooks the leg. He got him. Castagnoli with a win, and again bragging rights between Castagnoli and Chris Hero. And who is going to be next? Is Castagnoli going to step up and challenge Eddie Kingston, regardless of what happens later tonight between King and Chris Hero? And how about Brandon Tomaselli? Now falls to 500 in Combat Zone Wrestling, and things are not looking good as Bryce Remsburg trying to wake up Tomaselli right now. Tomaselli now coming to his senses. What a tremendous matchup between both men. I'll tell you what, Derek Frazier tonight is playing with house money. He is playing with house money, coming into this matchup with an overall record of 5-17. But he won this opportunity at Frankie the Mobster by winning that mini battle royal, opening up the Cage of Death last year, our last show of the year, last December that was. Remember, Maven Bentley said it was winner's choice. Frazier picking a title matchup with Frankie the Mobster, but unfortunately Frankie the Mobster had other ideas and made this a non-title matchup. And let me tell you about this son of a bitch, Frankie the Mobster. Frankie the Mobster refused to let a recent edition of Combat Zone Wrestling Exposed air because he felt Derek Frazier was not worthy enough of not only just getting a title shot with Frankie the Mobster, of even being in the ring with Frankie the Mobster. Frankie the Mobster, overall 3-0 in Combat Zone Wrestling, also incidentally happens to be the IWS Heavyweight Champion, the other belt that he is carrying with him right now, but we'll talk about that in just a moment. And again, Frankie the Mobster, the current Iron Man champion, as well as the IWS Heavyweight Champion. Frankie the Mobster went on Combat Zone Wrestling Exposed. He made fun of Derek Frazier. He made fun of Derek Frazier's record. And I gotta tell you what, Derek Frazier has absolutely nothing to lose in this matchup. He wins this matchup, he beats the Iron Man champion, and he beat the odds. He's like our Cinderella man here in Combat Zone Wrestling. Who does this guy think he is, Cher? What was that on his rider? Give me a break. You want quiet, go to a church. And again, Frankie the Mobster, the front office of Combat Zone Wrestling, finally agreed that this matchup would be a non-title matchup, thus allowing the Combat Zone Wrestling Exposed to air with Frankie the Mobster. And again, you gotta worry about the death claim out of Frankie the Mobster, the credibility statement. He came here debuting at Derek Frazier debuted at High Stakes 2002 against Ruckus in a losing effort. And Frazier right now showing Frankie the Mobster what he thinks of Frankie the Mobster and what the Mobster had to say about Derek Frazier on Exposed. Poke to the eye. Yuck, yuck. Couple of forearm smashes. Frankie the Mobster with a sky high drop kick out of Frazier. Big elbow. Reverse heel kick. Oh yeah, hightail it out of there, because you're in there with pure impact, Derek Frazier. Frankie the Mobster incidentally debuted here at Combat Zone Wrestling back in February, and only the strong Frazier with a tope and a block out of Frankie the Mobster. Frankie the Mobster goes now on the reverse end. Frazier hits the ropes, takes the feet out right from under Frankie the Mobster. Derek Frazier hits the ropes again. Baseball slide. He's safe at first. Pescado, right on the floor. Go, Frazier, go! And how about Derek Frazier using his best asset, which is his speed? It's not the size he has over Frankie the Mobster, it's not the experience, and it's definitely not the power, but it is the speed. He keeps this a speed game, he's on his way to a victory. What a forearm smash. Frankie the Mobster with the reverse, big Yakuza kick. Out of the Mobster. Frankie the Mobster with a big suplex, oh no! Slingshotting him on that top rope, Yakuza kick! And down goes Frazier. We've heard that quite a few times in Philadelphia, huh? Frankie the Mobster can fly himself. Don't let the 6'2", 237-pound freight fool you! Tope! He can fly, that's what makes him so deceptive. We've seen him many a time. Against B-Boy, against Adam Flash. What's his problem? And how did that kid get that seat anyway? Frankie the Mobster right into that guardrail. He's so unforgiving, Frankie the Mobster. Such a son of a bitch. Frankie the Mobster even refused at one point to cross the Canadian border when he found out that he was originally signed to wrestle Derek Frazier. That is how lightly he took Frazier. And right now, Derek Frazier, with an overall record of 5-17, I gotta tell you something. He does not look to be much of a challenge to Frankie the Mobster at this point, unfortunately. Frankie the Mobster doing push-ups on him. What a sicko. Derek Frazier is a very streaky wrestler, though. At one point in Derek Frazier's career, he put an impressive streak of 7 straight shows where he was not pinned. Those were singles matches, tag matches, 4-way matches. Frankie the Mobster going for that. Looked like it'd be a T-bone there. Frazier went 5-0 at one point in that 7-match series, and of those 7 matches was not involved in any of the pinfalls. So Frazier is a very streaky wrestler. Frazier can get on a streak. I have no problem with that. If it was up to me, well, it's not up to me, and thank God for that. But there'd be a lot of toilet paper involved in Brian Logan. Look at him, a military press. Shades of Tony Atlas right there, dropping him on his knee. This is just an exhibition right here. An exhibition of the Iron Man champion. Who's gonna beat this guy? They can't beat him in the IWS. They can't beat him here. He's crazy. Comes out of the locker room jacked up on caffeine. Derek Frazier has been such a staple mate here in Combat Zone Wrestling for some time. Frazier with the reversal. Frazier runs through. Double kick. Frankie the Mobster, look at how agile he is. Blockbuster. Goes for the cover. Not hooking the leg. Could be a critical mistake. And he can't believe it. Believe it, Frankie. Hook the leg and maybe it'll be a different story. Derek Frazier, who achieved one of his career goals last month by entering Best of the Best for the first time in his career. But what a career goal it would be to become an Iron Man champion. Derek Frazier could be the Cinderella man here at Combat Zone Wrestling if he could beat Frankie the Mobster, earn himself a title shot, and then win. What a double stomp and a flip on top of that. Frazier at the springboard. Springboard 450. Cover that man. Hook the leg, Derek. Not enough. Not enough. He's about to start referring to him as Jim J. Braddock. Big forearm smash there. Out of Frazier, and another. He's playing with house money right now. Frankie the Mobster. Oh no, he's going for the credibility statement. Not enough. Big forearm smash, and another. He's going for that credibility statement once again. Frazier with a kick. Those kicks are so dangerous. Not enough, and without a hook of the leg, or even a pull of the trunks, they're not going to get it done. Frazier, almost like a page out of Teddy Hart's book right there. It was like the heart attack. Frazier with a couple of right hands, out of frustration at this point. Frazier right now very frustrated with his inability to finish off Frankie the Mobster. But the fans getting behind Derek the Frazier could be exactly what he needs. Frankie the Mobster with the reverse. Frankie the Mobster with the sky high. Oh no, the death claim! The death claim! Not enough. Frankie the Mobster used it his best defensive maneuver as an offensive maneuver. Frankie the Mobster hot right now. And that's not going to endear you to these fans. Quite frankly, that's disgusting. Frazier with the right hands. And a knee. Pump handle. Into a power, into an erosion. Pump handle into an amber erosion. Frankie the Mobster looking to continue his undefeated streak here at Combat Zone Wrestling. Frankie the Mobster now mocking the CZW fans. Putting the boots to Frazier. Frazier now looks to be caught in a tree of woe. But Frazier is so agile that he could crunch himself up out of that. Frankie the Mobster showing off his 6'2", 237-pound physique. Almost crotched himself right there. But Frazier just did it for him. Frazier now has him tied up. Frazier, what a stop! Frazier's got the adrenaline going. He could pull off the upset. Hook in the leg. Damn. So close. So close. Frazier now trying to get the fans behind him. While some fans respond, some don't. That's all right. Frazier right now going for pure impact. Pure impact. Oh, Frankie the Mobster right now. Walking around going for an Oklahoma Stampede. Instead, big boot. Missing the kick. The credibility statement. Frankie the Mobster goes to 4-0, but what an effort out of Derek Frazier. I mean, Derek Frazier, if he keeps it up, it is not unimaginable that someday, at some point in time, we will be saying Derek Frazier, new CZW Iron Man champion. Well, isn't this nice of Frankie the Mobster after spitting in his face, after slapping him around, after calling him a nobody on Exposed. What a bipolar personality. Well, I guess not. Was that really necessary? He truly is a scum of the earth. Take your 2 belts and go the hell back home to Canada. What's he yelling at the fans about? Take your belts, take your free health care and your communist government, and get the hell out of our building. Chris Hero coming out with Claudio Castagnoli. I don't know who they think they are or what they're trying to be. All of a sudden these two guys are chums again, huh? All of a sudden these two guys are pals. All the fighting was for nothing, huh? Well, quite honestly, I think the fun and games are about to come to an end, courtesy of my brand new color man, Eddie Kingston. Oh, I get it. I get it. Oh boy. I didn't see that part of it. I never heard anything about that title shot. He is a man alone on an island, Eddie Kingston. And it's very ironic how things play out. Robbie Marino tells Chris Hero if he can beat Eddie Kingston, he can have a title shot. And Robbie Marino may be the smartest man out of everybody here because, in a sense, he's using Eddie Kingston like he did before when the two of them were buddies as the first line of defense to get through Ruckus. So it seems to me that Robbie Marino has manipulated the entire situation here. Seems like all of those years of private school actually paid off for the kid. And this is absolutely huge for Eddie Kingston right now, as Eddie Kingston is overall 1-2 in singles matches here in Combat Zone Wrestling. He has trained extensively under Chris Hero. And on top of all of that, he just wants to go out there and show Robbie Marino, Ruckus, and Sabian that they made a hell of a mistake and they picked a fight with the wrong guy. I mean, you want to talk about a guy dedicated to Combat Zone Wrestling, you want to talk about a guy dedicated to this sport. Eddie Kingston missed his own aunt's funeral last month to be a best of the best. And you want to talk about dedication, I know guys that have called out around here because they got the flu or stomach virus or some girl's got her period, but this guy shows up, missing his own aunt's funeral to be here and stand by Blackout. And we all saw the way that they repaid him. Eddie Kingston is a very emotional young man. He made his debut here at Combat Zone Wrestling on March 6, 2004 at Extreme Overdrive as part of a Chikara six-man tag team match, teaming with Blackjack Marciano and Hollow Wicked, defeating Mike Quackenbush, Icarus, and Gran Akuma. Again, overall 1-2 in singles matches here in CZW with losses to Sexy Eddie and B-Boy. But it'll be interesting if Eddie Kingston gets a win here tonight. Was it Robbie Marino all along that held him back? And how about the savior of Combat Zone Wrestling, Chris Hero, a former Iron Man champion who made his debut here in Combat Zone Wrestling at High Stakes on May 11, 2002. Became a mainstay here in Combat Zone Wrestling at Redefined, shocking everybody in attendance by defeating Nate Hatred in that Iron Man tournament. Overall 10-10. Oh, come on, Chris Hero. And that's what Kingston thinks of your flips. He's not impressed. Kingston doesn't have a pretty body, but he's not out here to do moonsaults. He's not out here to do kip-ups. He's out here to fight. He's out here to kick somebody. He's out here to chop somebody. He's out here to choke somebody out. He's out here to stretch somebody. And he's out here tonight to kick Chris Hero's ass. Chris Hero overall 9-7 in singles matches here in Combat Zone Wrestling. And Eddie Kingston, unfortunately, Chris Hero said about Eddie Kingston that he has, quote, beaten his ass on many occasions, as well as likes to call himself the Mac Daddy of the Curvat. And Robbie Marino has promised him a title shot if he beats Eddie Kingston here tonight. Chris Hero came up short last month at Best of the Best, so a win here tonight is very important to Chris Hero. The Curvat! The Curvat! Robbie Marino, Ruckus, Sabian, they have to be watching this match very intently. Eddie Kingston's not here to fool around. And look at Kingston looking right up here at me in the commentary booth saying, I got it under control. Kingston with a surfboard right now. He could separate the shoulders of Chris Hero, going to work on the spinal bifida area. And again, underhooking into a surfboard, looking to pop those shoulders out of Chris Hero. Eddie Kingston came into Combat Zone Wrestling as a part of Team Chikara, trained extensively under Chris Hero and Mike Quackenbush. You know, Eddie Kingston, it's only a different opponent. You're not gonna see Eddie Kingston out there shaking hands, kissing babies, signing autographs. He's still the mean, nasty old son of a gun that he was the last few months here at Combat Zone Wrestling. It's just that the opponents are different. Chris Hero with the front chancellery, Northern Light suplex into a bridge. Kick out of Chris Hero, a former Iron Man champion, Claudio Castagnoli at ringside. It should be pointed out, as I pointed out earlier tonight, that Chris Hero and Eddie Kingston are both wrestling their second match within 24 hours. Both men wrestled earlier in the afternoon on another show. So right now you're talking about a building that is probably 100 and so degrees. The center of the ring right now has to be over 100 degrees with the lights. Both men not wearing your traditional ring attire, both men wearing t-shirts and long pants. So the body heat right now has to be incredibly hot. So conditioning could play a major factor in this matchup. Kingston told me earlier tonight when I talked to him before the broadcast that he felt like he slightly injured his hip wrestling earlier in the evening. So it'll be really interesting to see how that comes into play, if it does at all, as this match continues. And Chris Hero right now getting a little too fancy with Eddie Kingston. Kingston with the cravat! Kingston with the cravat! Hero with a cravat of his own. Kingston almost arm dragging his way out of it. Claudio Castagnoli getting in the way, forearm to the back. And almost like a reverse jawbreaker there, right on the back of the skull. Chris Hero, so lethal, has trained under the best teachers in the game all over the country. Hero with that Stinger forearm. Hero has trained in Germany. Hero has trained in Switzerland. That's what makes Hero so dangerous. He is an expert in brawling. He is an expert in high flying. He is an expert in strong style. He's an expert in European. And Eddie Kingston, quite honestly, his strongest asset is his strong style ability. He will go in there and punch and kick and chop and choke with the best of them. And look at Constagnoli. Get that goofball out of here. Hero slamming Eddie Kingston right in the center of the ring. Hero rolls through with that twist. Hooks the leg, not enough. It's gonna take more than that to beat Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston had so much heart, so much fight. I mean, this guy came from the streets. This guy grew up in the projects. What a cross face in a second out of Chris Hero. Make it a third. Will the third time be the charm? Apparently not. Chris Hero returned to Combat Zone Wrestling shortly after redefined and proclaimed himself the savior of Combat Zone Wrestling, irritating a lot of the long-term, a lot of the mainstay Combat Zone wrestlers. They wanted him out of here, but quite honestly, Chris Hero became quite a success, winning the Iron Man Championship, went on one hell of a streak, went all the way to the finals of the Extreme Strong Style Tournament. But since losing the Iron Man Championship and the tournament at the Cage of Death, has really found it difficult to get himself back into a groove. Hero, look at the way that he takes his leg over the arm of Eddie Kingston, taking that arm right out of the game. The right arm of Eddie Kingston was completely useless at that point. Eddie Kingston with a shot to the midsection. Hero with a knee lift. Hero throwing Eddie Kingston out of the ring. He landed hard on that floor. Remember, I said Kingston was smarting in the hip. So if he landed on that hip wrong, that injury is only going to accrue. And if he didn't land on it wrong, the punishment absorbed going into that 75-pound guardrail definitely could not help. And Hero right now having fun mocking Eddie Kingston. It's a serious business out there to Eddie Kingston. A cravat. You're not gonna beat him on the floor of the cravat, so that's only meant to humiliate Kingston. And that will only irritate him. I mean, at Kingston, this is his life. This is Kingston's life right here. He missed his aunt's funeral. He's missed many occasions, missed birthday parties. What a double stomp. Spent whatever last money he had to put himself through wrestling school. It's a serious business. Taking the wind right out of him, but following it up with an elbow to the sternum. Kingston kicks out. And Kingston trying to psych himself back into the game. And Chris Hero, the slap to the face. Now a kick. Hero letting his hair down, so to speak. Hero with that palm strike right there. What a forearm smash out of Chris Hero. And Chris Hero right now looks like he's got everything under control. Chris Hero likes to wrestle these longer matches. The longer the matches go, the more they go with the favorite. Chris Hero, Kingston with a clothesline. I don't think I've seen a Chris Hero match in Combat Zone Wrestling end under 5 minutes, and not many have ended under 10. He likes to warm up, likes to show off in the ring, where Eddie Kingston is all about the quick bursts. Two completely different wrestlers right here. Worlds colliding. And Violent by Design. And now a couple of chops and a big forearm. And another. And another. And another. Kingston shoots him in. Big back body drop. The look on Chris Hero's face says it all. Clothesline over the top rope. And the icing on top of the cake, the momentum of Chris Hero taking him into the guardrail. Oh, Kingston's gonna fly. Kingston's gonna fly. What a tope! That's something we don't see out of the playbook normally out of Eddie Kingston. And again, if Kingston beats Chris Hero tonight, you gotta look at Robbie Marino. You gotta look at Robbie Marino possibly holding him back. Ruckus possibly holding him back. The way they disrespected this young man. It's just abhorrent. Kingston fighting with everything he's got. And he doesn't have much left. What a chop. And Kingston's now catering. Chris Hero right now. Believe me, Hero didn't see this side of Kingston in the dojo. Listen to these fans. They found themselves a hero. And we're not talking about the savior. Uraki! Hook the leg! Not enough. And Eddie Kingston has found himself a place inside of the hearts and minds of these fans. These fans really starting to get behind Eddie Kingston. Who would have thunk it? Eddie Kingston, fan favorite? But they love him. This guy can run for office in this building. Running Hero's sidekick. Page right out of Chris Hero's book. How would he know it? Of course he knew it. He trained with them. And a big kick out of Chris Hero. Maybe going for that Cravada Clasm. That's exactly what it is. And that big cannonball senton. Kicks out. Chris Hero picking up Eddie Kingston with a big forearm smash. You can just see the velocity going right into that jaw. He could have broke the jaw right there. Roaring forearm, poke to the face. What a headbutt. Like two bulls right now. And a headbutt out of Chris Hero. Chris Hero can get strong style if he's got to. What a stomp! And you can tell the difference in Hero's game plan right now. Hero realizes he's got to finish this man off. Hero up top with another stomp. Hero a changed man in there. He put the board away. The games are over. It's time for serious business, as I like to say. Bryce Remsburg right in the center of the action. And Hero now trying to wake up a sleeping giant with a backhand. Enziguri. Saito suplex. Oh, it's like a backdrop driver right there. And that was a backdrop driver. He drove his head in the center of the ring. Hook the leg king. So close. And wait a minute. Eddie Kingston now going for a kind of close. Robbie Marino. Robbie Marino. Get that cracker out of here. Claudio Castagnoli. It's a setup. It's a setup! Don't let it end like this! Don't let it end like this! Castagnoli had the feet, There's nothing to be proud about if you're Chris Hero, Robbie Marino, and Constagnoli. The big news here, Chris Hero gets himself a title shot. Eddie Kingston screwed again. And Robbie Marino's just a plain old bastard. Kingston's had enough. That's Hero calling him out. We don't have a monitor up here. Excuse me? Get a room, will you? This makes me sick. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, he's no Clay Aiken, that's for sure. And Kingston's hot. I can't wait to get him back up here. Kingston was robbed, quite honestly.